Hi, Valeri, Haleen, Haruki, Alvin, and Vlad. This is Miss Blair, and I wanted to show you some things and some words and pictures that you might see next week in your reading classroom. I made this video and I'm going to put the link at the top. So if you want to listen to my voice again and again, I will put the link at the top of this paper when I am finished. In your reading class, you're going to be talking about tools. And tools are things to help you do work. When you guys were in kindergarten in the spring, we talked about tools when we did our Zoom classes. But I wanted to make sure that you remember the words for the tools that you might talk about in your classroom. One of them you already know. These are scissors. And we use scissors to cut things, mostly paper. In your house, you might have a broom. This is what a broom looks like. You use it to sweep the floor. You might say, I use a broom to clean. If you are building something, you might use a hammer. This is a hammer. We talked about this one last year. You use a hammer to pound things. Usually you would hit a nail with a hammer when you are building. In school, you might see a ruler. This is a ruler, and we use the ruler to measure. We look at the numbers to see how big or how small something is. As a scientist, you might use a magnifying glass. This is what it looks like, and it makes things that are small look bigger. So we use a magnifying glass to look at things very closely. Or if we want to see something that is small, we can use a magnifying glass to see it bigger. This word is whisk. This is a funny tool that we use in the kitchen. If you are making cookies or a cake, you might use a whisk to mix things together in a bowl before you cook it. Here, this is a screwdriver. Your mom or your dad might use a screwdriver when they're putting things together. You use a screwdriver to turn a screw. This screw might hold two pieces of wood together. The next word is tweezers. These are tweezers. You use tweezers to pick up things that are very, very small. The last one I have is a razor, and your dad might use it to shave his face, to get the hairs off of his face. So next week, I think on Monday, you're going to draw a picture in your workbook about what you know about tools. And you can use the words on this page to help you. So you can tell me two different kinds of tools here. It says, I know that and are tools. So you're going to need to write the names of two tools in these blanks. This sentence says, my mom uses to one example, I might say, my mom uses a broom to sweep. So you might want to look at the different tools, and I might use a screwdriver to turn a screw, or I might use a screwdriver to build something. And then the last question says, I have never used and you have to think about something that you have never, ever used. You might not have used tweezers. If you don't know what this is, you probably didn't use it. Sorry. So you might say, I have never used tweezers. Okay, I wanted to make sure that you had all of these words for you in a recording. So if you need to come back and listen to my voice, you can come back and listen and look at the names of the tools that you're going to be talking about this week. I'll see you next week.